Can we talk about the fact that a member of Canadian Parliament of the NDP, the New Democratic Party of Canada, Heather McPherson, decided she would throw her weight behind banning Jewish actor Michael Rappaport from Canada, saying, quote, Canadians deserve to be safe. Let me tell you something, Miss McPherson. Many Canadians do feel unsafe. The reason they feel unsafe, the reason they're immigrating and literally leaving Canada is because of you. It's because of organizations like Samidoun who rally outside Canadian homes on Jewish neighborhoods. Literally, you had gunshots fired at a Jewish school in Montreal. You had fire bombs being thrown at Jewish institutions, synagogues vandalized in Vancouver. The synagogue was vandalized. People are leaving. Canadian Jews are leaving. This week, 3 Canadians participated in the funeral of arch-terrorist and mastermind of the greatest narcotics cartel in the world, Hassan Nasrallah, in Beirut. 3 Canadians, including Charlotte Kate from Samidoun, an organization that has already been banned even in Canada. They participated in a funeral of the greatest terrorist mastermind and greatest exporter of narcotics to South America, Hassan Nasrallah. And yet, what are you busy with? You're busy with banning a Jewish entertainer from coming to Canada. This is what you're busy with. This is what's on your mind. You literally betrayed the obligations that a government has to its citizens. Canadian Jews need to leave the country because of the Nasrallah fans that are walking outside their homes, that are firebombing our schools, that are throwing things at our synagogues. And this is what you have to say? You're going after Michael Rappaport? Have you lost it completely? It's just beyond my understanding. Let me tell you something, Miss McPherson. In my grandmother's home on Vancouver Island, there's many children who didn't have a place in their home, whose parents were too busy, who whatever, who would come to my grandmother's home. They would get good meals. They would have a good time there. One of them became a prominent member of the NDP. I asked my family, I said, did this person who literally grew up in your house, did she even send a note about the rise of anti-Semitism in Canada? Did she even say anything about the fact that Canadian Jews are no longer safe? Unfortunately, the answer was no. So my message to the NDP and to Ms. McPherson and to all the other members of parliament that don't take the safety of Jewish people in Canada seriously. Wake up, because that is an abdication of your most basic responsibility. If Jews need to leave Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto, and Ottawa because they have fire bombs being thrown at kindergartens and at schools and at synagogues and gunfire shot at synagogues and schools, maybe fighting with Michael Rappaport is not your highest priority. Maybe the NDP should find ways to make sure that those who went to Hassan Nasrallah's funeral in Lebanon with terrorists who blew up JCCs and Jewish communities around the world, maybe ban them from Canada and not Michael Rappaport. Just a thought, before you start going after Jewish entertainers, maybe wait now at the airport and expect Charlotte Kate, see if maybe she needs to be arrested because she just went to the funeral of the mastermind and arch-terrorist of some of the worst attacks in modern history, by the way, some of which did kill Canadians. So something to think about.